To the second video for the differences, how to calculate the error in differences of the two physical quantity when the difference of two physical quantity is given, and how to calculate the error and the true value and the maximum possible error in that question. Now here, my dear, I have given that z is equal to a minus b, that is error in the difference of two physical quantity. And we have to find the maximum possible absolute error in the measurement. Again here, maximum possible. Our aim is to find error, sir. Along with the true value, we are writing the result in a proper form. See, when I say write the result in a proper form, your Ncert exercises ask many places, write the result in a proper form. So result in a proper form is always, my dear, like this. This is the result in a proper form. That is, when I write the result, I will write absolute the true value of the result, and I will write plus minus how much is the maximum error in that result. And which error? Absolute error. We say error. In your book say error, calculate error, but in your mind keep it is absolute error. Unless and until we are going for sum and differences, it is absolute error. When it is product, when it is division, it is relative error. So in product, division, in power, my dear, we are calculating maximum relative error. Please, in product, in division and in power, we calculate maximum relative error. Because there is a relation, relative error. Am I clear? But in sum and differences, we are calculating maximum absolute error. Please make a note of this point very carefully, because that theory shows, this theory which you are doing, that shows, my dear, that in sum and differences we are calculating maximum absolute error. But in product and in division and in power, my dear, we are calculating maximum relative error. I will show that theory of product also. So now here, my dear, z is equal to, so here is the measured value of a is a plus minus del a. Again, a is what? The true value of this measurement of quantity which I measured, and delta a is the error, absolute error in this measurement of a. Similarly, b is the true value of this measured physical quantity b, and delta b is the absolute error of this measured physical quantity b. I'll repeat, b is the true value of this measured physical quantity b, and delta b is the absolute error in the measurement of this physical quantity b. Similarly, my dear, z is the true value of a and b. When I difference them, when I subtract them, I'll get z. That is true value. But when I say delta z, so delta z be the maximum possible absolute error in the measurement of, here I will change, it is not sum, it is difference of two physical quantity, that is z. So remember, my dear, when I put delta, immediately you should click, oh God, this is error in that quantity, measured quantity. Okay, delta means the error in that physical measurement of that physical quantity. So here now let us try this, and I will tell you what happened to the maximum possible error in this case. So now it is, my dear, according to question, this is z is equal to, I am writing here, z is equal to a minus b given. Now a is your a plus minus del a, will go little fast, earlier video, minus b is your b plus del b. You can see a is a plus minus del a and b is b plus minus del b. In between there is minus, earlier it was plus. Now it is minus, difference question. So nice, it is difference question now. Earlier it was plus question. Sum of the two quantity, here now difference of the two quantity. So here it will be minus. Okay, so now this will be a is a true value and b is also a true value. So this will be a minus b. That is, both the true value will be subtracted. Why? Because some say it is difference. So it will subtract it. And now here, my dear, a minus b. And this will be now, or I can open this one. I can open this one. This will be a plus minus del a minus b, and here it is minus b. You can see a plus minus del a minus b. This is minus plus will become minus, minus plus will become minus, and minus will become plus. So I can write this as minus b, yes, and when I apply algebra, this is minus and plus, it is minus, and minus it is plus, and here it is del b. So now when I take them together, I got the something like this, a minus b. Oh God, so nice, a minus b. I hope it is clear. And here it is plus minus, here it is minus plus, my dear. I can write here plus minus del a. Here it is plus minus, you can see plus minus, right? Plus minus del a plus del b. Now here my point is that I can put here as minus plus also, no issue. This can be written plus del a, because plus, when I take plus it will become minus and plus become minus, and when I take plus and plus will plus only, so it will be minus plus, and here when I take minus, this will be minus and this will be plus only. So now no need of worried about it that how it is going. So now I hope you understood. Once again see it, that z is equal to a minus b. A is your a plus minus del a, yeah, I have put it, and b is your b plus minus del b, because here a and b are physical quantity. When I measured this physical quantity a, I got two values. So true value is a, and plus minus del a is the error in that measurement of physical quantity a. Similarly, when I measured physical quantity b, I got two values. One is a true value of that physical quantity b, measured physical quantity b. This is true value. And here, my dear, plus minus del b is the error in the measurement of that physical quantity. That is absolute error in the measurement of physical quantity b, written as del b. And why plus minus? Plus minus, of course, you have to put in before absolute error, because it can be plus, it can be minus. There are two kind of people in the society. One measure less error, one measure positive error, one can measure negative error. That is, one measure higher than the true value, one can measure lower than the true value. We cannot tell the people in the society. And one measured equal to true value. At that time the error will be 0. But my dear, the measured value which is measured by the observer can be higher than the true value or can be lower than the true value. Hence the error can be written as plus or minus, my dear. Please, I am telling you this word for so many times. So now, my dear, I have put this a as this, and here it is, since the order is for difference, so here it will be minus b plus minus del b. Now if I go for this, so this will be a plus minus del a as it is. Now open the bracket over here. As soon as I open the bracket, this become minus b, this become minus b, and there it will be. So now here, my dear, I hope till now this is clear. Plus minus minus b. So what I did, I opened the bracket. This is minus b, right? This is minus and plus is minus, and minus is plus. So it is minus plus del b. So now, my dear, next step, look at the next step. I have done in before also, but now I am trying to show you that what I can do. This is a is a true value of measured quantity a, physical quantity a, and b is the true value of measured physical quantity b, right? These are the true values. So I have taken a minus b, okay, a minus b, they are true values. And there I can read, right, this is plus minus, because del A carrying plus minus, that is del A, and here del B carrying minus plus in before plus, del A ke before me it is plus minus, I have written as it is, and here it is minus plus del B. Same what I have written is given on the top by changing the sign. Now my dear, here the important concept. Since, my dear, it is a question of maximum possible error. It is a question of maximum possible error. Please try to understand. This is, यहाँ पे ये topic में बहुत important है, language to understand. Maximum possible error. My dear, error is del A and del B. Error is del A and del B in this question. Please be with me. Error is del A and del B in this question, and we want the error as maximum possible error. We want the answer as maximum possible error. Now maximum error will be only when del A and del B have same sign. Because if I subtract del A with del B or del B with del A, my dear, the error will minimize, the error will decrease. But the question is maximum error you have to calculate. And maximum error is possible only when del A and del B have same sign. Same sign, I repeat. तो ही error maximum होगा ना. Error को maximum हमको error चाहिए. Please आप बात को समझो. Error maximum कब होगा सर? ये formula आप दिख रहे हो. This is A, I have written A minus B, that is true values, both true value. This is plus minus del A and here it is minus plus del B. So when the error is maximum, the error in above equation is maximum when del A and del B have the same sign. Same sign. Have the same sign, my dear. And no doubt sir, if you have, we were talking about same sign, जैसे same sign का concept आएगा, my dear. So you cannot take one as plus and other as minus. You cannot say del A is in plus and del B is in minus. Then they will have a different sign and the answer will be subtracted and it will be less. But the question is of maximum error. Maximum error मतलब सर सीधे सीधे error को add करना पड़ेगा, तो ही error maximum होगा. Please. So what is the answer here? This is a very important concept. So here it will be, the answer for this will be, my dear, this is A minus B, like this only, as I have written here, A minus B. You can see, and this is plus minus, I have taken here delta A plus delta B. Now why I have take adding sign between these two, my dear? Please take care. So now if I take plus also, then also they are added up. If I take minus also, then also they are get added up. The error will be get added up. Because put it is your minus, so it is minus delta A minus delta B. Again the answer will be added up. Plus delta A plus delta B, answer will be added up. So nice. See, open the bracket and check it out. Plus delta A plus delta B or minus delta A minus delta B. If I take minus delta A minus delta B, then also the answer will be added up only. The answer will come with minus. Minus 5 minus 3 minus 8. Plus 5 plus 3 plus 8. So 100% when talk about maximum error, my dear, as soon as the maximum error question is in concept, because the question is for maximum error to calculate, that is possible only when, my dear, when delta A and delta B have the same sign. And therefore, my dear, here now I can say, this is again, my dear, A minus B is your Z, and this is plus minus delta Z. Because, my dear, A minus B is Z in the question. I have written A minus B ke jagah pe Z, and delta Z I am getting same. Thus again, my dear, the maximum error in Z is delta Z. Thus delta Z here also how much I am getting? Delta A plus delta B. So please take care of this topic very well, my dear. This is a very important concept. Sir, we want, so everybody should aware आज के बाद में कि when we are finding the difference in the two physical quantity error measurement, My dear, remember this, sir, error which we have to calculate, that error should be maximum error. And that error is maximum only the error in the two different quantity, that is delta A and delta B, have the same sign. Then only they are maximum. Same sign means if delta A is plus, delta B also should be in plus. You can see from here. If delta A is in minus, delta B is also in minus. So what will happen? Minus 5 delta A, minus 3 delta B, answer is minus 8. So this minus sign will come. Minus 8. If plus 5 plus 3, so it will be plus 5 plus 3 plus 8. So ultimately the error get added up. Why I add the error? Sir, you have want a maximum error. Okay. So now my dear, this is the answer for this question. And here the answer again, delta Z value is delta A plus delta B. So either it is a sum or it is a difference. Either it is a sum of two quantity. Error delta Z will be delta A plus delta B. Or it is difference of two quantity. This is note. Error will be delta Z is equal to delta A minus delta A plus delta B. Then only I can achieve the to obtain maximum possible error. Absolute error. And therefore, my dear, to get maximum possible absolute error, the delta A, the error in A is delta A and error in B, delta B should have same sign. And when you put that knowledge that they should have same sign, so if you take plus delta A, the delta B is also plus, so answer will be plus delta A. You can take this one, plus delta A plus delta B, answer is plus 8. 5. If I take delta A is 5 and delta B is 3, so answer will plus 8. And if I take minus delta A, then this is also become minus as the sign change inside. So minus delta A minus delta B, again the answer will be adding only minus 5 minus 3, answer is minus 8. And therefore we will get to know plus minus 8. So ultimately what is happening, error is get added up. And then only Chobesar you will get maximum error. Even the sum is on difference or subtractions. But the true value will be subtracted up. A and B are the true value. Here you can see A and B are the true value, my dear. By theorem, by proof, A and B get subtracted up. But error is to be added. Error should get added because they will carry the same sign to then only the error is maximum. Because my dear, if delta A is in plus and B is in minus, you can imagine answer subtract difference हो जाएगा, subtract हो जाएगा, error कम हो जाएगा. या A is in negative and B is in positive, again answer कम हो जाएगा. Because minus and plus का result is always to be different, is to be subtract. But minus and minus or plus and plus is going to be add only, and the error will be maximum. Please. So have a kind of a concept for this question. This is very good question. Now based on this question, my dear, I am doing this question. Here I have written the initial and the final temperature of water bath are Ti. Ti is initial temperature, that is 18 plus minus 0.3 degrees Celsius. Now this is a time to reevaluate yourself. 18 is the true value of initial temperature and 0.3 is the absolute error in the measurement of initial temperature. Matlab here the person has measured the initial temperature as 18.3 and 17.7. क्योंकि यार बंदा है जिसने 18 प्लस 0.3 मेजर किया, दैट इज 18.3 मेजरमेंट आया उसका, और कोई बंदा है another people measured 17.7. One measured least than the true value, one measured higher than the true value. And what is the difference of that measurement, sir? 17.7 matlab difference is of 0.3, 18.3 difference is again of 0.3. It means this 0.3 is the absolute error, because absolute error is the true value, difference between the true value and measured value. Similarly, here also, my dear, 40 is the true value of final temperature and 0.5 is the absolute error in the measurement of final temperature. So now, my dear, calculate rise in temperature. Rise means increase, change. Oh God, this is a sum based on subtraction of the two physical quantity. Subtraction. Rise means increase, change. And maximum possible absolute error in rise in temperature. Maximum possible absolute error matlab value of delta Z, which I will get by delta A plus delta B. So now here, my dear, rise in temperature, therefore here I'll put let delta T be the absolute error in measurement of rise in temperature. Let delta T be the absolute error in the measurement of rise in temperature. So now, my dear, here, since I have to calculate first rise in temperature, so how will I write here? T plus minus delta T is equal to, my dear, here, this will be, you all know TF plus minus delta TF minus TI plus minus delta TI. So nice. This is what? The rise in temperature. This is what absolute error in rise in temperature. This is what final true value of final temperature. This is what absolute error in final temperature. Minus. Why minus? Because it is rise in temperature topic. Because the formula says it is, I can write the formula first. Since the actual temperature is, the final rise in temperature is, this is rise in temperature is TF minus TI. So now next step is, this can be written as T plus minus absolute error in rise in temperature is equal to TF as a true value plus minus the absolute error in final temperature minus Ti is the true value plus minus absolute error in initial temperature, my dear. What I did, I have done only this step I have written with their absolute error in each quantity, in the measured quantity. So now, my dear, here this will be nothing but T plus minus delta T is equal to, this is TF minus TI, TF minus TI, this is plus minus, you can see here it is delta TF plus delta TI. You can think, you can imagine, bacho. So now here, my dear, if I solve this further, what answer I am getting? I am getting this as T plus minus delta T is equal to, this is minus TF, how much is TF? 40 minus TI, 18. That is true value of final temperature is 40 and true value of initial temperature is 18. And here it is plus minus delta TF is 0.5 plus delta TI is 0.3. So the final answer for the question is, my dear, 22 plus minus 0.8 degrees Celsius. So now this is the sum based on the subtraction. I hope it is clear. 22 plus minus 0.8 degrees Celsius. One of the students has asked me about this question, sir, how to do the subtractions one. So once you understood, don't write so much. You can directly write for true temperature of final minus true temperature of the initial true value plus minus the maximum possible error. So again, the maximum possible error in the absolute error in rise in temperature is how much? Is of 0.8 degrees Celsius. So my dear, here I can write at the last, this is delta T is the, I have written here, delta T is the absolute error in measurement of rise in temperature, and I can write that as be the maximum possible, here I can write maximum possible absolute error in measurement of rise in temperature. So my dear, here you can calculate, because at the end they ask what is the maximum possible absolute error. So maximum possible absolute error is, here I am writing, so maximum possible absolute error, maximum possible absolute error in rise in temperature is delta T, and that is equal to 0.8 degrees Celsius. That is 0.8 degrees Celsius. You can see, my dear, this is the answer, this is the error, my dear. This is the maximum possible error in rise in temperature. And why I have said the question is on difference, but still you are adding the error, you can see, because Chaube sir, the error is to be maximum. The error which is there in the question should be maximum. It is maximum only when the error delta A and error delta B. This line is very beautiful line and very important line. This possible, the error in the above equation is maximum when delta A and delta B have same sign. This line is very important. Now same sign, sir, either del A is in minus, del B is also in minus, minus and minus, again it will be added up, answer come with minus. And if it is plus 5 plus 3, it will be plus. So here I have written also, the error which I will get, it will be either in plus or either in minus, that's why I already written, my dear. So I hope it is clear from my side, the second topic. Now let's go for error in product and division and power together. I will show you the theory for product and the theory for power. No need to show the theory for division. The answer is same in all. Let us do the theory first and then we will go for numerical based on that topic.